Hello, my dear children. Welcome back. Your exams are just around the corner. I know. So let's do a super quick revision, shall we? Today, we're going to absolutely master arithmetic expressions so you can get full marks. Paka. Let's jump right in and make sure you're smiling when you walk out of that exam hall.
You know, maths is literally everywhere, even in your school canteen. Just imagine, you're buying a yummy vegetable cutlet for 43 rupees and a delicious sweet rasgulla for 24 rupees. So what's the total? It's just a simple expression, right? 43 plus 24. See, we use this stuff all day long.
But, sometimes things can get a little bit mixed up, especially when we have more than just addition, like multiplication thrown in there too. Without some rules, it can get really confusing. Okay, now take a look at this. 30 plus 5 times 4. What would you do first? Would you do the adding part or the multiplying part? This is exactly where our friends in the textbook, Poorna and Mallesh, got a bit confused.
So Poorna, he decided to add first. He went, okay, 30 plus 5 is 35. Then he multiplied that by 4 and got 140. But Mallesh, he did it a totally different way. He did 5 times 4 first, which is 20, and then added that to 30 to get 50. Oh my goodness, two completely different answers for the same question. One of them has to be wrong.
And guess what? Mallesh is absolutely correct. But why? What's the secret rule that Mallesh used that Poorna didn't? Well, don't you worry. That's exactly what I'm here to tell you.
Let me introduce you to your first superhero in maths, and that is brackets. Yep, these little guys are like superheroes. They're super powerful, and they bring order to any messy-looking problem.
The rule is just so simple. Whatever is inside the brackets, you solve that part first. Always, no arguments. So if we put brackets around the 5 times 4, it becomes totally clear, doesn't it? The brackets are basically shouting at us, hey, do this multiplication first.
Let's look at a real-life situation. So Irfan has a 100 rupee note, and he goes shopping. He buys biscuits and some dal. So to figure out his change, what do we need to do first? We need to find out the total amount he spent, right?
And this is where our superhero, the bracket, swoops in to save the day. We put the cost of the biscuits and the dal inside the brackets. So, 15 plus 56. We solve that first, we get 71. Then we just subtract 71 from 100, and we get the correct change, 29 rupees. See? Brackets to the rescue!
Okay. But what if there are no brackets? What do we do then? Is there another superhero? Oh, yes, there is. Let me introduce you to the idea of terms. If you get this, you'll become a maths wizard, I promise. So what on earth are terms? It's actually really simple. Just think of the plus signs in a problem as walls. These walls divide the whole expression into different rooms, and each room is a term. For example, look at 6 times 5 plus 3. That plus sign is the wall, the separator. So that means 6 times 5 is one term, all by itself, and 3 is the second term. The multiplication sign kind of glues the 6 and the 5 together. They're in the same family, in the same room. And here is the golden rule, my children, so listen carefully. First, you figure out the value of each term all by itself. Solve any multiplication inside each term. Once every term is just a single number, then you simply add them all together. That's it.
All right, so you know the basic rules now. But for your exams, you need to be quick, right? You need to be fast. So now, I'm going to share some pro tricks and shortcuts that will help you solve these problems in a flash.
Our very first pro trick is all about what to do when you want to remove the brackets from a problem. There's one really important rule here you've got to remember.
Okay, this is so important. If you see a minus sign just before a bracket, you have to be careful. That minus sign is like a magic wand. It flips every single sign inside the bracket. A plus becomes a minus becomes a plus. So in Irfan's problem, 100 minus, in brackets, 15 plus 56, that becomes 100 minus 15 minus 56. You'll get the same correct answer, 29.
So what happens if there's a friendly plus sign before the bracket? Well, that's the best part. The plus sign doesn't change anything at all. You can just get rid of the brackets, and all the signs inside stay exactly the same. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now, for a real game changer, a super shortcut that can make really big, scary-looking multiplication seem like child's play. It's called the distributive property.
Take a look at this picture of a Republic Day parade. We've got some Boy Scouts marching and some Girl Guides marching. They're all in these really neat rows. Now, how can we count all the students here?
Well, there are actually two ways to do it. The first way, we can add the rows first. So, 4 rows of Scouts plus 3 rows of Guides is 7 rows total. Then multiply by 5 kids in each row, and you get 35. Or we could do it the second way. Count the Scouts separately. 4 times 5 is 20. And the Guides separately. 3 times 5 is 15. Then just add them. 20 plus 15 is also 35. See? Both ways give you the exact same answer. That's the distributive property.
So how does this help us? Well, look at this calculation. 97 times 25. Ugh, that looks a bit difficult, doesn't it? But watch this. What if we think of 97 as 100 minus 3? Now we can distribute the 25. We do 100 times 25. Easy, that's 2,500. Then we do 3 times 25. Easy, that's 75. Now, just subtract. 2,500 minus 75 is 2,425. So much easier.
Okay, my champions, you have learned the rules, you have learned the tricks, so it is time for a quick final challenge to see what you've really learned. This is going to give you a real confidence boost for your exam.
Here we go, an exam question alert. This is from your textbook. Which one is greater, 113 minus 25 or 112 minus 24? Now wait, don't just start calculating. Pause for a second and just think. Use your smart brain.
Did you get it? The answer is they're equal. Think about it like this. Raja started with 1 more marble than Joy, right? 113 versus 112. But he also lost 1 more marble than Joy, 25 versus 24. So the extra marble he started with was canceled out by the extra one he lost, so they end up with the same number. See? No big calculation needed, just simple logic. So let's quickly lock in our golden rules for getting full marks. Number 1, brackets first. They are your guide. Number 2, if there are no brackets, find the terms to know what to do. Number 3, watch out for that sneaky minus sign before a bracket. And number 4, use that distributive shortcut to save precious time.
You have all done a fantastic job today, my dear children. Just remember, you are all absolutely brilliant. Keep practicing with these simple rules and you are going to ace your exams, I'm sure of it. I'm so proud of you all. Now, do me a favor, tell me in the comments what chapter should we revise together next time. All the very best.